Good evening. Hi, Molly. Come here, Molly. Come here. Tell everybody hi. That's not exactly what I meant. That's not what I meant. Molly. Molly, you're in the way. No, don't sit on the phone. Okay, come over here. Good girl. Good girl. All right. Okay. Say hi. Look, say hi. Over here, Molly. Molly, over here. Say hi. Say hi to the camera. Look, right here. Say hello. Okay. Now, come on, get down. You don't need to be up there. Come on. I didn't call you up on the table. Come on. Daddy's got to go live. Come on. Daddy's got to go live. There you go. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. Get. Good girl. She's a good girl. I'm just going to let the audience build a little bit. No, come over here. Come over here. Good girl. There you go. Right there. Right there. You don't have to be all the way up on it. No, don't go all the way up on the table. Right here. Back up. Right here. Okay. I don't know what happened. It said I had a video chat or something. I hope everybody can see me. Mom, Dad, or Mom and Cody. Molly is fully intent on being in the video today, as you can tell. You hear those birds? Those are birds. Yes, birds. Okay. So tonight, I didn't do anything today. I literally laid in bed and watched the Iron Fist on Netflix all day long. Luckily, I have the unlimited plan now, so that's good. Let's see, other news. 13 News Now, which I guess is a local news station, is going to come see me. They were supposed to come see me today, but the reporter had to go to court for something, so she's going to come see me tomorrow, and she wants to do a news report on me and my journey and why we're doing it, and she also wants to mention my troubles with Molly as far as the hotels go that turned me away. So hopefully they suffer greatly for that. I wish no suffering on anyone, but I yeah, I do. I hope the hotels suffer for what they did. Me, I can walk, I can talk, I can see, I can speak. She helps me keep my temper under control. Other people, you're going to turn away a blind person with a seeing eye dog. You're going to turn away a child with diabetes who needs the dog to sense the insulin. I hope they get what they got coming. Today, what I wanted to mostly talk about was this right here. This, I know what you're thinking. You're saying it's an orange sandwich cooler. It is, but it's also I don't know if y'all can see that geese flying across in the back there. That's cool. It's also a first aid kit, and it's not any first aid kit. Okay. This first aid kit was put together by hand by my loving wife, and I've had to use it already today because of the blisters and stuff on my feet. And the reason I want to talk about this first aid kit isn't because of what's in it, or the fact that I needed it, or anything like that. I wanted to talk about the thought that went into it. As I was going through it today, and I know my wife loves me. I know that she does what she does for me out of love. Everybody has rough patches, and we've had ours. And when things get rough, if they get better, they were meant to. If they don't, then that was meant to be as well. We've been a lot better this past year, and I want to, this is mostly for her, explain to everyone else that's watching the thought and consideration that went into this first aid kit. Nothing here is out of a first aid kit. It's just medical supplies that she got herself and put together. Things that she knew that I would want. None of them are special. Nothing here individually is special. But today, as I was going through it and having no one to talk to except the dog, who, don't get me wrong, is a great listener, it's a very one-sided conversation. She does whine when she needs to go out and pee, but other than that, she's not very vocal. So I was going through the first aid kit today, and I started thinking about, she has these different items in there, and it got me thinking about what was she thinking when she put the stuff in here. So, just to share a little, when we're at home, probably 2 or 3 times a week, we're laying in bed watching TV, and I'll look over at her and I'll say, "Hey babe, do you got the tweezers?" And she always has them. She doesn't always know where they're at, but she'll get up off of her butt and find them for me, even though I know they're probably in her drawer and I could go find them. But she does it for me. And I appreciate that more than I think I ever actually say it. She gave me a set of tweezers. Everybody needs a set of tweezers. She knows that I am a firm believer in using super glue when I get cuts or anything like that on my hands. I know that you're not supposed to, but it helps my hands and any cuts or wounds that I get heal faster than anything else I could buy at the store. It keeps germs and stuff out, seals the blood in, and we used to have super glue in our first aid kits in the CBs. So without me knowing about it, she put super glue in my first aid kit, and she knows that. She's silly too. She gave me test strips for my tester that I forgot at home. So I don't know what to do with these, but they're a cute little reminder. Maybe I can play a little song or something. And it's just stuff like that. I mentioned once that I was worried about blisters. So there's this whole bag of individually purchased blister kit stuff. Triple antibiotic, antifungal cream, alcohol wipes, bandages, toe bandages, Band-Aids, tons of toe Band-Aids. It's better to be over-prepared than under-prepared, but the girl must have thought that my feet were going to blister completely off of my feet, which is fine, because they almost have. This is awesome. She means so much to me. I was crying about her today, I think. I think she was probably crying about me at the same time. We were having a conversation, What? See? She knows. She knows. No, I don't need you. I love you, Molly. I love you, but I don't need you right now. Come on. No, come on, girl. That's a good girl. Right there. No higher. Right there, okay? You stay there. She's a good girl. All right. Heartburn. I have heartburn, like chronic heartburn all the time. I can drink water and get heartburn. So it's something she knows. So I can just imagine her sitting there going, Joe's going to need acid relief. So she got me acid relief. I wake up in the mornings with dried eye boogers in the corner of my eye so bad sometimes they hurt to peel out. She got me advanced eye relief lubricant. And these aren't things that I asked for or told her about. It's just stuff that I know she cares, that she found for me. She's really got my back in all of this. Even though today she told me she's going to drop my dad off, take the boys out of school, and come back and get me. She knows that she can't do that. But I wouldn't put it past her if she did. Little safety scissors, because the last time I used regular scissors, I cut a big chunk of skin off my toe. So she gave me safety scissors so I wouldn't do that again. Foot spray, because in the 14 years almost that her and I have been married, I have had athlete's foot the whole time. It just won't go away. And she was, thinking about me. She sat there. She must have thought for hours, hey, I'm going to get her some foot spray. Or him some foot spray. Hydrogen peroxide, because my dad used the hell out of it on me when I was a kid, so I use it all the time on our kids and myself. B-complex vitamins for energy, because she knows how I get in the afternoons. I always get in a bad mood. These are heart healthy, metabolism speed up. They're supposed to be good for you. Both her and I both went through lip sore together for the past 2 weeks before we left. So she got me some of the Herpecil L for lip sores. It's not for herpes. It is a kind of herpes, but I don't have herpes. This is lip sore stuff. It's actually better than Abreva and costs like a third the price. So don't buy Abreva. It's a ripoff. Hand sanitizer, because she knows I hate it when my hands are dirty. More Q-tips than I probably could use in a year, stuffed down in these medicine bottles, and an ankle wrap because I have a bad ankle. And I can't. Every item that I look at, I can almost see the workings in her head about why I need that, why she should get that for me. And this isn't all of it. Some of it I've used already. I got my foot wrapped in some of the wraps that she gave me right now. It's just really awesome knowing that I have somebody that's supportive. And we slip sometimes, and we forget what's important to us, or we take for granted what's important to us. And I think that can lead down dark paths. It can cause friction between people that normally there would be none, and it can it's just not good. I love her. I love you very much, Cody. I'm already seeing some psychological effects from this walk. I mean, it's only day three, and I'm already sitting here and having such amazing, like, retrospective thoughts on my kids and my wife and my parents and my dog and my purpose. It's just really cool. It's really cool. I wish that everybody could do something like this. Despite the pain, it's completely worth it for my own good. It's an adventure. Since I was 20 years old, I haven't been alone. And before that, I was always around my friends and my family. So being alone like this it's incredible. I'm intentionally avoiding groups of people It's not to say I'm not out here to meet people and spread the purpose of what I'm doing. I absolutely am, but there's campers all around me, and it feels good to just sit here and not have to I don't even know the word for it. Just not have to BS with people, not have to regurgitate the same phrases over and over again. You have a good day. How you doing? Oh, not bad. What do you think about them Bulls? You know, all that. It's just great to only have yourself to think to and to talk to. That being said, I'm sure it's going to become lonely. But right now it's more of a relief. That's not to say also that, you know, I'm glad to get away from my family instantly. Once they weren't around me, I began to miss them. It wasn't, I actually felt that I was going to not miss them for a little while, but it was, you know, as I watched them drive away, I missed them and was questioning what I was doing. It would have been so much easier for me to not go, to not let them go, to get back in the car and be with my family and be with my wife and my kids. And leaving, when I first walked away from the first hotel room, it wasn't what I thought it would be. You know, there was no grand ceremony of departure. There was no, I mean, there were tears, but it just didn't feel like I thought it was going to feel like. When I went on deployment to Iraq, and I left my wife, there was an emotion there that wasn't there when I left this time. I don't know if it was fear or anxiety, but it just wasn't there. I think because I know, and I think I'm going to be fine. I think it's going to make me a better person. But there was something missing from this goodbye. I'm okay, Molly. I'm okay. She's right up my butt. She thinks she knows I'm talking to somebody that's not her. I'm okay, girl. She's been glued to me. I could probably let her off the leash and she'd follow me everywhere I went, but you know, I can't do that. I don't want to risk it. Plus, other people don't like that. She's a good girl. Today I went up to the little country store here at the campground to get lunch and dinner. And the woman that was behind the counter is absolutely terrified of dogs. I don't know what her experience was with them that made her that way, but she's absolutely terrified of dogs. So I had to chain her up outside while I went inside to get my pot pies, which were pretty good. Pretty good pot pies for microwavable pot pies. I got one left over that I'm going to eat here in a few minutes for dinner. Other than that, I've watched the first 5 episodes of Iron Fist on Netflix today, and it's all right. It's okay. It's kind of like Daredevil if you've watched that show. It's all right. Using up a lot of data, but that's cool. You know, unlimited data and all that. What are y'all saying to me? I'm over here rambling. Let me see what y'all have said. Mom said, I got it this time. Good. I'm not sure if I'm going to be in Charlottesville. I'll check the maps. I'm going due south from the position I'm at now, which is the Chesapeake campground, RV and campgrounds in Chesapeake near the I can't remember. It's a swamp. My mind is garbage. The Dismal Swamp Wildlife Refuge. And there's a road called George Washington, and it goes all the way into North Carolina. So I don't think I'll be in Charlottesville, but unless it's down there before I get to North Carolina. Love you too, Karen. How far do you got to go? How far do you got to go? No, Joe. I'm not real sure what you mean by that, Ashley, but as far as how far I've got to go in total, I've only gone 25 miles, and it was something like 3,470 miles total. So I've got all of that minus 25 miles. Still left to go. I see Aunt Marie. Hi, Aunt Marie. Let Molly work for you. She knows you're sad. Yeah, I know she's sad. She's right here. She's all up in my face. Hey, Bob. What's going on, man? Good to see you on here. Let's see. We're praying for you. Thank you. Found it comforting to spend time outdoors away from the hustle and bustle, just to listen to nature and letting my thoughts go where they will. That's exactly what I'm experiencing right now. Love you too, Dad. Yeah, the birds are crazy. The light right here just turned on and it makes a horrible buzzing noise. But other than that, the birds are cool. In the morning, the loons come out because they're right back here, right at the edge of these trees. There's a ditch, and the loons come up here and sit in there and make their loon noise all morning long, which is a pretty good alarm clock, I guess. And they're a cool little bird. I haven't seen too many of those. I watched a couple of videos. I'm not much of I can't sit down and read a lot. I mean, I can read, but I don't sit down and read science stories and stuff like that. I like to watch TV. I'm a couch potato, so I watch a lot of videos on nature and National Discovery and all that kind of stuff. And I watched a show not too long ago about how walking through nature kind of resets your brain, because the human being hasn't evolved, if you believe in evolution, has not evolved to the point where we are in our society and our development. You're still supposed to be hunting and gathering and walking through the woods and figuring out issues like that, not trying to build the newest, smallest computer and deal with taxes and speed limits and all that kind of garbage. So anyway, the show I watched was talking about how it resets your brain. It's healing for you. It releases chemicals in your brain that actually extend your life and clear memory. It's really cool. It's a really cool show. If I could remember it, I'd tag it in here, but I don't know how to do that. Let's see. I love you, honey. This will be good adventure. You will learn to rely on it. Yeah, I notice that. I am definitely relying on myself. My feet are pretty much ready to start again. All the skin went ahead and came off of my pinky toe today. But I'm going to wrap it The rest of my feet are good. I don't know why my pinky toe did the way it wasn't even hurting. It was just when I pulled the sock off, I noticed it was really bad, and now it's super bad. It'll be all right. I'll wrap it. I got some cool gel and some other stuff that's supposed to be really good for blisters. It'll be okay. Moleskin, I've got some of that right here. The problem is you're supposed to stick the moleskin to unaffected skin around the blister area, and the way my pinky toe is shaped, very much like a little witch's claw. There is no unaffected skin at this point. There's no skin, period. It's just a big open wound from toenail all the way around to toenail. It's pretty gross. I'm doing pretty good, William. Make every step count. Yeah, I'm more like counting every step. The next stop is going to be the forest somewhere, because the next town is 33 miles south. But there's a trail that goes from here almost all the way to that town, called the Dismal Swamp something or other trail. So I'm going to take that trail, and it's paved. Paved in gravel, so it'll be okay. Nice flat straight trail. I'm going to take that one. I'll take lots of pictures. So I'm probably going to have to stealth camp tomorrow night somewhere in those woods along that trail, and probably the night after that. You are a hero. Oh, thanks, Bob. I appreciate that. Let's see Molly. I had her up here just a second ago. Come here, Molly. Come on. No, don't go under there. You're going to get tangled. Alright, you're tangled. Come here. Come on. She doesn't want to hit her head on the table. There she is. There she is. Come Molly. She's a good girl. She's a good girl. Dismal Swamp Trail. Sounds like a scary movie. Yeah, no kidding. The whole place sounds scary. The Dismal Swamp. It sounds like a bad title for a children's horror book, like a Goosebumps book. But it's beautiful here. Pine trees, super tall pine trees, and horses everywhere. There's a bunch of horses here in the camp. It's not too dismal. The water itself is black and stagnant looking, but I'm not going swimming in it, so I'm not worried about it. I just bought another gallon of water because they said not to drink the faucet water here. So I got another gallon of water to top off all my bottles and Molly's water bottle. So that should make that better. That'll last a while. I mean, one water bottle, my big water bottle, lasted me like 5 miles the other day before I had to fill it back up. Plus, I've got my water filter straw that I can... It says you can even filter urine, but I'm not going to put that to the test unless I absolutely have to. Dave Stevenson says, thank you for bringing the awareness for our veterans. It's what I'm doing. It's why I'm here. Thank you for following me and supporting me. Molly's eating her brand of dog food. I've got 2 saddlebags on my honey badger wheel. One of them's full of dog food. The other one's full of my clothes. And that's basically all I've got, other than I've got this black box right here, which is full of camping gear. And I've got the first aid kit and a Camelback, a tent, a bedroll. The next video or two that I do, I'll do a whole list of... I'll do like an inventory so everybody can see all the stuff that I brought. And then if you have ideas of stuff I can change... Yeah, it's the Life Straw. That's exactly right. It's right here, actually. Yeah, it's this thing. Maybe that's not Life Straw brand, but that's what it is. It says Sawyer. Everything's backwards. I'm going to see if I can get into settings and change that. I need a 360 camera. I do. That'd be cool if I could get a 360 camera. That'd be cool. I could put that up on my flagpole, and then while I'm walking, you could see like a 360 view of me while I'm walking. Because I got unlimited data. I could broadcast all day if I wanted to. That's a neat idea. Dad said we stopped at a Super 8 in Tyler, Texas. Best one yet. Clean, $55 and breakfast. Look for Super 8. Well, see, that's the thing. The super value that turned me away yesterday, or the day before yesterday, was supposed to be a Super 8. It was a Super 8 online. It was a Super 8 on the GPS, but when I got there, it was a super value. So I'm thinking that that guy that owns the place is still benefiting on the fact that everybody thinks it's a Super 8 online on their GPS. I can't wait until the reporter finds me tomorrow, because it seems like she wants to do a big chunk of whatever little story she's going to do on, like, exposing that hotel for turning me away, which I'm fine with, as long as she gets my story in there too. I'm fine with her, because, you know, screw that guy. He's a jerk. William, I love you, buddy. My day's been good. I've been off my feet trying to let them dry up and heal. They're actually doing really well. When I walked up to the store earlier, all the muscles in my legs were so tight that it took me until I was walking back for my legs to finally relax enough to walk straight. But I'm feeling good. I'm ready for tomorrow. I'm going to get up about 8 and leave out. One thing I wanted to ask everybody is, if you ask me a question during the day, if you text me, or if you post something, or if you comment on a post, and I don't answer you right away, I'm sorry. It's just that I'm walking. My hands are full. I'll try during lunch. I'll try to stop and answer a few of them, and in the evenings after, or before and after my live broadcast, I'll answer all the rest of them. My goal is to answer every comment, every question, and like everything that doesn't require a comment back. I want to be fully involved and connected to you guys every step of the way. It's just during the day, during the 5 hours of my walk every day, it's really difficult for me because I literally have to stop and set the Honey Badger wheel down, take my phone off the holder, and then look at it to see who's texting me. So and please don't be discouraged if you don't hear from me for a few hours, especially during the middle of the day. Before 9 o'clock in the morning, around noon, and after 4 in the afternoon is when you can expect to hear from me. Sun looks like the sun's going down, and was there anything else? Did anybody have any questions? 27 people. Yep, so far that's the highest, I think. That's pretty cool. What newspaper? It was it's 13 News Now. It's I think they have online, and it's a television station. So that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'd be on TV, but hopefully I'm at least online. 13 News Now, and I can't remember the reporter's name right now because 2 of them actually contacted me. And if I try to go look and see what her name is, it will shut this down, and I don't want to do that. Do it some more. Do what some more? I'm so proud of you, and I'm proud to say you are my son-in-law. Aw, I love you, Shanda. You and your sexy ass. Just playing. It's a joke between me and her, everybody. Cody knows that I think her mom has a sexy ass. I'm in the Chesapeake campground right now. I stayed here an extra day because of my feet. Yes, ma'am. Yes, I did. Call the news. Well, I was hoping my home support team could call the news. I love you, Brookie. Tell Chelsea she better be watching too. I've got strange little icons appearing up here at the top. Oh, that's weird. Hey, I didn't know I could do all this. Haha. It's almost like night vision. Okay, anyway, thank you everybody for your support. I love you all. I miss you. I'll see you in a few months. I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. I'm going to go in here and watch a couple more episodes and fall asleep. Deuces.